All right, so let's take stock of the situation for the moment. One of the
Hold
sorcerers
on.
is dead.
Hold on.
Yeah,
For managing to take out a Court of the Seven sorcerer without him even managing to get off a single cantrip, you
yeah.
can have inspiration.
Good. I think I'm going to need that because there is still another one to deal with.
Yes.
We're relatively well off, except you took some damage, so you might want to take a healing potion before we continue.
Yes. I should probably do that. Yes. I am down 18 hit points. They did get a couple staff blasts off at me. All right. I will. I'll take a healing potion.
Okay.
Oh, I love my healing potions. So I regained 8 hit points off of that.
All
So I'm
right. So
only
you're,
down 10.
yep, you're at 42 hit points.
That will have to do for the moment.
All right. So now that I have inspiration, thank you, by the way, and you're healed, let's take stock of the situation at the moment. As far as we can tell, most of them are still over by the bridge.
We see 4 guards.
All right. So she's not there, and she's the main thing we want to deal with right now.
Yeah.
All right. Can your owl do a circle with the high up in the village, in the air, just to see if bird's eye view, see if your owl can find her?
I will do a high level fly around.
Yeah, because
Oh,
she's definitely the one we should go for next.
I rolled really well. All right. I have I'll do a circle. I rolled a 22 on my perception.
I think your owl can see her if she's visible
Now, the guards,
or there.
no, there is the guard that was having the 3 recruits are they are basically just combing in this whole area around here,
Okay.
crossing the bridge, going down here, crossing over the bridge. That's all they're doing.
So if they're
The
not coming further down the river, they're not the problem at the moment.
no, so that's all they're doing. That's the drill sergeant guard and
Yeah.
the 3 recruits.
All
That's what
right,
they're
that's
doing.
good news.
Yeah, she's not out, but the 2 guards, the ones that we actually had conflict with, one that's injured, who does still seem relatively sore, but not as bad as he was because
Yeah, you nearly blew him apart with magic missile.
yeah, they seem to be guarding this house. They're patrolling around here, and with a 22, I let you know that she is in there.
All right, so that's right. That makes sense. That's right next to where that temple's being built.
Yeah, so she is pretty much commandeered that residence.
All right. Well, the good news is I think we can basically take a circuitous route around the back here through these hillsides and arrive at that house.
So down through here.
Yeah, basically just
Yep.
taking a wide berth around the village, but still circling around to get to there.
Okay. It is currently mid to late morning.
Okay.
This didn't take long.
This did not take long. No, we're down. We're target down. We've been somewhat spotted. In the parlance of Dishonored, we're doing rather well. This is still relatively low chaos.
Yeah. We wouldn't get 5 stars of Hitman, but
Yeah.
we got away.
Yep, we've managed to take out one of our targets, and we've gotten away. That
Yep.
is definitely at least 4 stars at the moment we're looking at.
Well, after all that, now we just jinxed ourselves. So,
Oh, it's all going to go south. I know that, but at
this
the
is
moment, at least, we're still in a relatively controlled situation.
that circuitous route is going to take us better part of an hour. So we're going to look at noon by the time we can get in a position, probably in this area here, and be able to observe this house.
All right. The only downside to this plan is because it's going to take an hour to get there. Is she may leave before we get there.
Possibly.
Possibly. So I think we should have your owl roost on a nearby building, not the one that she's in, just to keep watch.
All right. I will.
So there's a large building. Yeah, right, that one across the road there.
Yeah.
I think that's a good spot for your owl to perch and keep an eye on things.
All right. So,
So
we are, by the time we get around to here, and I'm within, oh, sorry, once we get around to about here.
yeah, because I think we're going to be out of, we don't think we need to make stealth checks for most of this. We're going to be almost outside town limits.
Yeah, we're fine. It's not until we get back into this area we're going to start rolling stealth again, which we'll do before I guess I get to stealth with advantage, please. We have a lot of cover. Ooh.
Advantage is very much helping here, but I still seem to keep rolling 12. That seems to be a number I keep rolling a lot of at the moment for stealth.
I'm going to roll for the guards now because they are alert.
Yes, they are alert. This is not passive this time.
Nope. All right.
Average foot soldier guard, I don't think they're going to be too perceptive.
So as we are crawling around through here, we notice one of the guards spots us or spots something, and he gives an alarm. They seem to say alarm, alarm, alarm. Intruder spotted.
Okay, so they spotted one of us.
Yeah, and actually, he rolled above both of ours. We rolled badly.
Yeah.
The other guard runs around to the side of us and sees him, and one of them takes their
Biden
and bangs on the side of the house, alerting the people inside as well. And they point their Bidens in our direction, but we're well out of range.
what is the distance between them?
Right by the time they spotted us, we're about 150 feet out.
Okay, well, we only have one spell that reaches that far.
You want me to fireball them?
We might. Do you have another way out of this?
We can run away.
We could. You could also turn us invisible again.
If I'm going to roll off a 3rd level spell slot, I'm going to blow them up.
All right, so you want us to back up?
We can either. Well, it's up to you.
Okay.
Our choices are.
Well, your suggestion has merit. However, I would suggest instead of backing up the way we came, we back out basically and continue along to circle around this area.
So instead of just heading this way, head this way?
Well, yeah, head back where we came a little bit.
Yeah.
And then turn like around that hill. Around. So not going over.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, so I basically want to go I know you can't see it, but like this. Like a circling around that hill there.
And I can't see squat.
Yeah.
All right, so this hill, I assume?
Yes, to circle around there, and then continue up, circling around the town that way.
All right.
It goes off the map, basically.
Okay. Stealth. No advantage. We're trying to hide from them at this point. And they've spotted us.
Try this one. Uh, 10.
Okay. So they are not pursuing us, which is interesting. And they will eventually lose sight of us. So we don't know what's happening.
Because I assume we ought to lose sight of them.
Well, yeah. We can't. Unless you want to sneak around and get line of sight on them. From behind the hill, we can't see anything.
Well, you can look through your owl's eyes now.
You want to try that?
Yep, you can. You give that a try.
Will pop into my owl's mind for a moment, and what I tell you is, currently we have a sorceress and 2 guards, and in conversation of some kind, and they seem to be looking in this direction. And one of them points over towards this side, and we see What looks to be like a work gang coming in. Let's drag this down further now. We don't really need the rest of that anymore.
Yeah.
Coming down out of the hills, they have a cart, seems to be loaded with stone, pulled by some oxen. There's one guard there and a bunch of looks like town folk.
Okay.
And they're yelling over to him to come over to them. So he's giving the cart people some instructions and then seems to be trotting over towards they are. So we're looking at 3 guards and a sorceress who are all thinking about their next move.
How far away are they from us currently?
250 feet.
Okay, so we're too far for you to fireball them out because they're lined up quite nicely for it.
Yeah. Well, we could try sneaking in.
You could try sneaking in, and then you throw in a fireball. That will definitely get combat started, though.
We may not even get the chance of getting the spell off before combat starts because they are actively searching, and so far we've been rolling really badly.
Yes, and we don't roll over, and our stealth is not our strength.
No.
Unless you want to make us invisible again, which would probably be a waste of a spell slot at this point.
If we're going to engage her in combat, I'd rather keep my 3rd level spell slots open.
All right, then. Let's try sneaking closer. If we fail, we fail, and then we'll be in combat.
No advantage.
No advantage, no. But I think we have to go over this. This is too good of a setup at this point. And that's a 5.
I'll have a 7. So,
how close do we get before they spot us? Is the question then.
All right. So they're standing roughly around this house. They're not standing still. They're moving back and forth.
Just for argument's sake, I would have said that we would have circled around the hill and continued to try to come in on an angle. So not from the same path we would have been coming up before.
Yeah. So we would come this way.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to keep to these trees.
Yes.
As soon as we clear, because of those rolls, as soon as we cleared the hill, and they have line of sight on us, they spot us.
All right.
So at this point,
I assume we're rolling initiative.
We're going to roll initiative. Which is weird because we're all well out of spell and bident range and everything.
Well, my initiative is nowhere near as good as it was last time. 7.
Alright, so you have a 7. I have a 13. Sorceress has... What is your dex?
Put together again.
She has a 13. Oh, sorry, an 8. And the guards.
She's going before me.
The guards have... What's their dex modifier? +1? +2?
2, should be.
They have a 9.
Okay, so everyone is going before me. Then there are 3 guards involved in this, right?
3 guards. These are guards, not the recruit guards.
All right.
We are currently... look at this again.
There are 3 of them. Yeah.
We are 200 feet apart.
Okay. Oh, and just as a reminder, you set your transportation stone to cold resistance roll in the lake, so, in the river, so you no longer have your bonus to Constitution saving throws.
Nope, I do not. So. He really doesn't have anything that's going to reach that far.
How far away? Okay, what is the distance, out of curiosity? How far do we get? How closer do we get?
We are 200 feet apart.
Okay. So we're starting at you. It's your turn.
Yep, I'm going to basically move up 30 feet.
Yep.
That makes me at 170, which is outside of all the ranges. Well, technically I could fireball and still just get them, maybe. But I'm not going to.
Yep.
I am going to cast a 2nd level spell. I am going to cast Mirror Image. I have 3 images going now.
All right.
All of which see me trying to hide behind a tree.
I don't think there's much point in hiding.
Gives me partial cover of nothing else. The guards are up next.
The sorcerer. Oh no, the guards do go first. Yeah.
Yep, and they start marching towards us. So they.
Well, it's going to take them a long time to get into range.
They move up 30 feet, which puts them well within range for a big spell, but they can't do anything. So then we get to the sorceress.
Yep.
She moves up 20 feet because she wants to be behind her troops.
That lines up quite nicely for you.
So she's now 150 feet away from us.
Well, for me, because I haven't moved yet.
150 feet away from me.
Yeah.
If you haven't moved yet, then we are 30 feet apart.
Yeah.
So, what is she going to do at this point? Apparently nothing.
All right.
Back to the top of the round.
No.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Your turn.
Yes, I'm in the fight too.
Yep.
All right. Nope, this is a fight. There's no point in pretending it isn't one. I am going to, for my bonus action, take out the summoning crystal control rod.
Yep.
And the giant scorpion, which is the last of the summoning stones I have.
All right.
And I am going to throw it ahead of me and point the wand and use it, no check, as a bonus action to summon the giant scorpion.
Roll its initiative, please.
Yeah. Alright, so how far can I summon that again?
You can throw 30 feet.
Alright, so I will throw it 30 feet so it'll summon next to you. Alright, giant scorpion. Let's take a look at this.
I have the best.
I have the set. I was wondering it. So +1. It goes next. It has a 4.
Okay. And what are its instructions?
Kill the sorceress.
Okay. Now, are you going to move up, or are you ending your turn?
Alright, so it's 52 hit points. You have the same amount of hit points at max as a giant scorpion.
Yeah, I'm less than max at the moment.
Yeah, I was just knowing that. Yes, I'm going to move up, but I'm going to move up 30 on an angle.
So, how far are we going to be apart?
But basically, I'm going to move diagonally 30 feet from where we are.
So, you will be maybe 10 feet from me?
Yeah, so basically, I'm going to go. Basically, I think it'll be 20 feet closer, but I'm going to be at an angle just to avoid some area effects. Alright, so that was my bonus action and movement, so I still have an action.
Alright. You have triggered her spell that she was holding. I would like a dexterity saving throw, please. As you see her going through a very familiar set of hand gestures.
Oh,
She won't even have you roll it because you've seen me do it so many bloody times.
the fireball, and I'm too far for counterspell.
Roll. Well, it doesn't matter. You can't counter it anyway. So.
I can't.
No. So roll a dexterity saving throw for you and your scorpion, please.
Alright, so you gave me inspiration at the start of this.
Yep.
I think I'm going to use it right now. Because
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to use mine that you gave me last session.
Alright, so these two are for me, and this one's for the scorpion.
And this is a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw. Yes, and we have the same dexterity. Good grief. I'm rolling terribly.
What'd you get?
Yeah, that was for the scorpion.
Oh.
Alright, I have I rolled a 5.
Okay.
The scorpion rolled a natural 1.
Oh, good God, the thing may not be around for its action.
No, it depends on how well she rolls on the fireball. How did you do?
Without modifiers, I rolled her spell save DC, so...
You say. Okay,
Nice.
that's good. At least one of us did.
Yep.
Is this just a standard 3rd level fireball? I guess we wouldn't know.
I'll tell you what the damage is.
Roll low, hopefully.
Oh, that was bad fireball.
If you roll 26 or higher, the scorpion's dead.
I rolled 28 points of damage.
So that doubles
56.
56.
Scorpion is dead.
Scorpion is obliterated. 28, you said?
Yeah, you take 28 points of damage. And I take 14.
Well,
Which adds to my already down 10 to minus 24.
so you took how much?
I
26.
took 14 and I was already still down 10, so I'm down 24.
Yeah. So you're at 28 hit points. I'm at 19.
Yeah. And that is just the opening salvo.
Yeah, no, that was painful. All right, so I still have my action.
Yep.
Because this is still my turn.
Yep.
It's a bonus action to drink a potion. I already used that.
You can use an action to take a potion as well.
I could, or
You are currently 150 feet from her.
it's still out of range of the guards. So even if they have to dash to get into range with me. So yeah, I will just drink a potion.
All right. Greater or regular?
Greater.
All right, you do so.
Really rolled poorly on all of the saving throws. Alright, I heal 14 hit points.
All right. So you are down 14 hit points.
No, I'm a bit lower than that.
I thought you weren't you without damage? Or are you taking other damage?
I took a bolt, remember, from the
Oh, so how much are you down?
I'm at 33 hit points out of 50. So
How much are you down?
17 hit points.
17. Thank you. That's just the way I do things. I know it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the top of the round.
You! All your images are still up. The scorpion is gone.
And I feel like responding in kind. I'm going to fireball now.
All of them. Oh, wait. Before you, there's one thing I want to do. I still have my final portent.
I'm going to give her a fail.
I am going to give her a 6 on her dexterity saving throw roll. I don't think she can succeed.
That's really funny. Exactly
Oh,
the same.
as you're casting the fireball, I say, your turn, and I just distract her long enough with that portent for her to roll a 6 on the dexterity saving throw, which I assume fails.
Yes, she can't add to get up to 15.
Okay. And then the guards, whatever.
I rolled exactly 28, exactly the same as the last one, which is bizarre.
That's about average.
So she takes 28 points of damage.
What about the guards?
Well, I haven't rolled their saving throws yet, so
So are all 3 in the fireball, or?
everybody's in the fireball.
Okay, so all of them are in the fireball.
She's only 10 feet behind them.
Right.
That's a success. That's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
What is my spell save DC?
You said 15, I think.
Oh, yeah, it is. 2 successes.
And 2 fails. Alright, so she takes 28 points of fire damage.
2 guards take 14, and 1 guard falls over.
Alright. That's good. One down already, and we did a fair amount of damage to the other ones.
And as my bonus action, I am going to take a greater healing potion because I'm down a lot of hit points.
Yeah, because I also suggest moving.
I regain 13 hit points. I'm down 11, which is much more.
Got 41. Right, and I suggest you move.
I'm going to move away from you.
Yes.
Keeping just slightly out of range of her. So I'm going to be 160 feet from her. So she'll have to move towards me if she wants.
Yeah.
But I'm much further. I'm out of us both being fireballed again.
Yes. I am within 150 feet, which may not help.
Alright.
It might just mean that she decides to target me next.
The guards stagger forward 30 feet.
So that's a 120 from me, unless they're going to chase you.
No, that's sorry. They're 140. So I moved up to there. So they're 140, and then they dash because they're still out of range.
Yeah.
Still 110 feet away.
Oh, they're chasing you?
Yeah, I was on the fireball.
Okay, that works. So I'm still probably close to 150 feet from them.
Well, no, this is.
I know.
We went
Basically,
like
we're doing a V shape from them.
Yeah, and then they're heading towards me, so they are closer, but they are still about 120 feet from me.
So they're closer, but I'm still out of their range of their bidens.
Yes.
But now we come to the one who counts.
And then we come to her. She was not impressed by being fireballed.
All right.
So what is she doing?
Attack or do you heal, lady?
She's decided not to move. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself at 3rd level.
That's another 3rd level slot gone.
Yep. So, I don't know how.
It's a D8 per level, so that's 3D8 plus her spellcasting ability. So plus her charisma.
Right.
I can roll it for here for if you want. I have 3D8.
I am here too. It's okay. So she regains 20 hit points.
That's not good. That's most of the fireball gone.
Yep. Feeling much healthier now.
That is her action.
So don't think she's gonna move up just yet because she can't cast anything else. No, she's gonna stay where she is. She doesn't want to be grouped in with another fireball.
All right. My turn.
So, your turn.
All right. I move 30 feet towards her.
All right.
That's my movement.
Okay.
So I'm at
Bident range as well.
That's fine. So I'm within 120 feet of her.
Yes.
Could just imagine myself. She healed quite a bit. This might turn into a long-term fight.
Well, we are gradually going to run out of spell slots.
Yes. So is she.
Yep. So at that point, who knows?
Alright, I'm going to, because I'm in Biden's range, cast Mirror Image.
Right. So there's now 3 more of you.
Yes, that won't help at all against Fireball, unfortunately.
It will not.
No. Do I have anything else? Only a bonus action at this point.
I think I might use my last crystal for. What is it?
I don't remember what yours is.
I have 1 left.
That's my turn. I don't have any bonus actions.
Yes, I know. That's really annoying.
Well, I do, but Misty Step, I already cast a spell, so.
I have a giant spider.
Oh, well. We remember seeing a giant spider get squished back on the plateau when we first ran into these sorcerers. 4
True.
levels ago.
But it is a target. And it is also only a bonus action to use, so.
And it's not a spell, which is why I decided to start with that.
Yeah.
Alright, it's your turn.
Alright, so I am now well within range of them. So. I am not going to worry about moving back anymore. We're nicely separated, so that's good. I am going to use my bonus action. I'm going to summon the spider 30 feet from me.
Yeah.
I will roll its initiative.
I have a question for you as a dungeon master.
Yep.
Reading a scroll, does that count as casting a spell, or is that use an item?
That is you casting a spell. Because you
Just
do
cast a spell?
check.
Okay.
Yeah, for the 4th level one.
Okay.
It has a 14, so it's got to wait till a full round before it can do anything.
That is unfortunate.
Yep. Now, I am going to...
How many hit points does it have?
Oh, I have to get that one out.
I can look it up, it's fine.
It has 27 hit points.
Alright.
Oh, actually, sorry, it has a 17. It's a 17 initiative.
Alright. It doesn't really help either way. 27 hit points, it's not bad, unless it... but the Scorpion had more.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Yes, that house roll does occasionally work against us. The good news is, it wasn't me rolling the 1, well, I was rolling an advantage anyway. So... yeah, I'd have to roll 2 ones for that to count.
Alright, so...
Anything else on your turn?
Yep, I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast... Chromatic Orb at 2nd level at one of the 2 guards.
Alright, so make your attack roll.
Oh, that's 2. I don't want to do that.
That's definitely going to miss. So this is your second luck.
Yep. Well, that should hit. Oh, their AC is 16.
Yep.
No, I miss.
Okay, are you going to use your last luck, or...?
No.
Okay, so it's a 2nd level spell wasted, unfortunately.
Yep. Chromatic Orb goes flying
You
off
bring up the diamond, and the sphere of energy goes flying just short.
somewhere.
Okay.
All right. So that's basically... well, they're... currently...
It's their turn next, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to move... after that, I'm going to move away from them.
Yep.
I'm going to move away... they can move up 30, so... I'm going to move back 10 feet just so they can't use their... they have to dash to get to me.
That's probably going to keep annoying them, but yeah.
Yeah.
They also have a giant spider between you and them.
Yes. So that's my whole thing.
All right, their turn.
So they see the spider, and they see me stepping out of the way. They're going to step up. Let's see if they're going to go.
They might attack the spider.
Yeah, they're going to decide that now. They both decide to attack the spider.
All right.
Alright. Armor class of the spider.
Not very high, I don't think.
14.
14.
Yep. Well, that's a 9 plus 5, which is 14, and the other one's higher, so they both hit. This could be the end of the spider right here. We're not doing well with summon creatures today. The spider takes 12 points of total damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, half its hit points.
Well, it's slightly above half, so it's still here.
Yep.
So it's still probably going to get to attack one of them. And it's drawing their fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So after them, it is her turn.
Yeah, always scary when it comes back to her, when she keeps getting turns.
Should not allow villains to have turns.
Alright.
I forgot to write down the range of the spell.
What spell?
Hold person.
Oh, I just had that for a second. "60 feet.
Nowhere near that.
No, I'm the closest person to her. I'm currently 120 away.
No, she doesn't want to do that. She's worse off than us because she has already cast spells before this all started.
That is true. And she's also cast 2 third-level spells.
Yes. She is going to head in my direction, 30 feet.
Okay, that's her movement.
And that's all that we notice.
Alright, so my turn?
Yes.
Alright. For my movement, I'm going to move 30 feet closer to her.
Okay.
Alright, so because she moved towards you, how close am I to her now?
You're 50 feet closer to her now.
So 70 feet away.
Yep.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Alright.
Teleport 30 feet towards her.
You're now
40 feet.
40 feet from her.
Alright. Action of my turn, I bring up the Ring of the Ram, say Smite, and blast her with all 3 charges.
Roll.
Because it's an item.
Yep.
So it is not so I can use that and a spell in the same turn.
Yep.
Alright.
Roll away.
And once again, I am depleting all 3 charges.
Alright.
And I already used my inspiration.
Natural 20's gone.
And I used the inspiration to get advantage on the roll.
Yep, so this is just a straight roll.
+7 to the roll.
Plus that.
19 plus 7 is 26.
I think that just might be above her armor class.
60, 10 force damage, and she's flung 15 feet from me.
Yep.
$37 points of force damage.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. She's taken 45 points of damage plus the 20. And is she healed?
She was flying.
15 feet away.
Yep.
So she's still 55 feet away from me.
And prone.
And. Yep. And she's 15 feet closer to you.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my turn.
That's a good turn.
That's a good turn, and I'm within 60 feet of her now for counterspell, which was the main thing I wanted to go for.
Alright. Giant spider.
Giant spider.
And a web shot. What's the range on that web shot?
Web shot,
30-foot range.
30 or 60?
It's 30 on this one.
Yeah,
So
30, but 60 is the long range, so it is a ranged attack, basically.
So it's going to charge forward 30 feet. So
Yep.
they moved up. Oh, a sec. Got all these different ranges here. Alright, so they moved up to attack it. So that's 90. Sorry, 110. 30, 30. They're 50 feet away from it when they shot at it. If it's going to move up 30 feet, it's going to be 20 feet from them. And it still can't attack, so it is going to do a web shot at one of them.
Alright.
That's a 10 plus
5.
And their armor class is not 15.
Nope, 16.
They miss. It misses.
Yep.
Our constructs are not living up to anything today.
No, but they're serving another purpose.
Yeah. Alright, so that's its turn. Now it's
Your
my
turn.
turn.
Yep.
Alright, I see her prone. So she was, what, 20 feet closer to me now?
15.
15.
Yes, and she's prone, so that's disadvantage on ranged attacks to hit her.
Yes. She's taking a ton of damage now.
Yeah.
I want her to heal again.
Well, you already used the wand, unfortunately.
Yep.
So if you're going to use a high-level magic missile, it has to be with a spell slot. And you only have 1/3 level left, I think.
I only have 1/3 level left. So. I move ahead towards her 30 feet.
Okay.
So that puts me at 105 feet from her. I have only one spell that's going to reach 105 feet. Well, I have two spells.
Two.
Fireball her.
Firebolt as well.
Firebolt is just a little too wishy-washy. Also has that disadvantage.
Yeah, so disadvantages
So it's either second level magic missile
for fireball.
or fireball.
And you'll only be getting her in the fireball.
Yeah. I think that's the answer. I hate using fireball all the time as an answer to things, but it is the only thing that's going to reach her and deal a lot of damage.
So fireball? Fireball. Okay, last 3rd level spell. She still gets a dexterity saving throw even while prone.
Yep, I'm out of 3rd level spell slots. What is that, a 28?
That's another 20. Alright, so roll her saving throw.
Alright, saving throw. That is a 10 plus.
Unless she's got a +5 dexterity.
She does not have +5. She fails and takes 28 points of damage.
Alright. That's a total of 73 by my count.
Yep. She doesn't seem to be moving.
Alright.
Also, the blood-curdling scream.
Yeah.
Also been an indicator.
And she's a charred corpse on the ground. Is this ground?
Oh, yeah. Not moving. They come
The
to
guards see that?
They hear that. They turn and they see that. And interesting. They both turn and run towards her.
Alright.
30, 60 feet closer.
Alright, so that's their turn.
That is their turn.
Alright, it's become to her turn.
Yep.
She dead? Not moving? Not moving, okay. Might be unconscious, so they might be able to stabilize her. So then my turn.
Because she is, as we discussed, a boss monster, I rolled a death save for her. Rolled a natural 1.
That's 2 failures.
Yeah. So now we come to your turn in the initiative order.
Alright, so yeah, hit points aren't important at this point. So she's unconscious, on the ground, dying 55 feet from me.
Wait a minute. How far were you before you blasted her?
I was 40 feet from her.
Okay, yeah, so she's 15 feet further away, yes.
So 55 feet. All right, I am going to point my staff at her, and I say, take a good look at your goddess. I cast Frostbite. She's unconscious, so I don't think she can make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you gonna... No, it's a...
You wouldn't get a saving throw unconscious now.
It's auto crit, isn't it?
Yeah, she automatically fails the saving throw.
Okay.
So that takes away the last death save.
Well, see how you wouldn't know the natural one. I assume you're just doing damage to her. Yes, you see.
All I can do is damage. Yes,
Yeah,
but because I'm doing damage to an unconscious person, it counts as a death save. Fail.
Yeah.
So I would see her expire basically from that. Do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah, do a med check. Medicine check.
This is medicine from a distance. Okay.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah, because we were in combat. The whole
Oh, now I roll well. 18.
Yeah, you're pretty sure she's dead now.
All right. The question is, do they know that? So after the frost cloud clears and she's basically frosted over and partially frozen, they notice that she's dead.
Who knows?
Well,
We'll worry about that on their turn.
that is my turn. She's dead.
She's dead. Ish.
Yeah. I'm going to
Where is
stay where
everyone
I
else?
am.
Huh?
I'm going to stay where I am.
Alright.
The main threat is dealt with at this point. I want to see if how they're going to react to seeing her dead.
The spider will move up 30 feet.
Yep. Until you call it off.
And then move up another 30 feet. Because, well, that's what it's going to do.
It can recharge his weapon, possibly.
It's technically within range, I guess.
Well, it just happens at the start of its turn.
Yeah.
So it's a 5 or a 6.
It does not recharge, but it doesn't make any difference because it had a dash to go within range anyway, so...
I know, but it's just something that always happens.
Yeah. So that's its turn. Now it's my turn. Well, I'm not as nice about this as you are. I am going to move up 30 feet, which puts me well within range of them. And first, though, I'm not her anymore.
She's dead.
And I am going to use my last second level spell slot and try a chromatic orb on one of them.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Oh, a little late, buddy, but you're here at least. I don't know if I can roll under. I don't think I can roll low enough that he wouldn't die from this.
Roll anyway.
32 points of damage to him. He's just dead.
Alright, so there's another one gone.
Alright. Yeah, he's just gone.
Alright, there's still one more guard.
One more guard, and it is now his turn. He just sees his buddy get blasted in the back, and he was already running. Come on, buddy. Let's see what you got here. Oh, he still has some courage. He runs another 60 feet, which puts him at her, and he is bent down over her at this point.
Okay. My turn.
He's used all he can, so yeah.
There's no point in not doing this. Let's finish this off.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
Magic missile at second level.
Alright.
Alright, then. 14 damage.
That's exactly how many hit points he had left.
Yep. 4, 2, 1, 3, 4. Alright. So that's the last guard.
Oh, you froze.
What?
You froze.
Oh, for a second, I guess.
Long enough.
That's fine.
So, there, it's back on. Don't worry, we just have to edit it out.
Yep.
So 14 points is exactly how much damage it takes to finish him off.
Yep. So that's the last guard then.
The last guard in the group then, yes.
Well, I think we have a pretty good incentive for the other ones to not fight us.
Yes. I'm going up to her.
Bring your giant spider over.
Bring the giant spider over.
Yeah, we'll put her on top of it. Just so we don't have to drag the corpse.
And I'm going to remove the emblem.
Oh yeah, you're down one of those. Unless you want to go swimming for that other one.
No, I told you. I took the emblem. And you said it was all gruesome and everything.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh yes, and it continues to be so. Fine. So you have 7 of these. By my count.
7 of them.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to load a
Her.
dead charred sorcerer on top of
And frozen, yep.
Yep.
Charred and frostbitten dead sorceress. I want to. We need to try and convince these people that these people are not gods.
All right.
This is admittedly a long-term solution here, but this is a long-term thing. But at some point, if we ever want to finally deal with this court, we need to convince people that they're not gods.
All right.
And so I'm going to rely on the oldest standby of gods, which is they're immortal.
Okay, so your mirror image and my mirror image
Fade.
expire.
Yep.
The giant scorpion is hanging around.
Spider.
Sorry, forgot scorpion died. You got one shot at.
Yeah.
We load on the sorceress.
Yep.
And we head around here onto the road. And where do you
Onto the main road. We're going to do a little bit of a procession of our own, I guess.
All right, so we get to the main road, and we're heading this way.
I assume there's people coming because that was not quiet.
Yes.
There was
the first people we noticed coming, though.
3 fireballs in that.
4 guards. The guard, and the 3 fresh recruits are heading across the bridge, heading towards us.
All right. Well, I say we flank on opposite, basically just side by side, your giant spider, which has her corpse on it, and keep walking.
All right. I am going to roll for the main guard, the drill sergeant guard. I'm going to see what his response is.
Yeah.
He's not too fazed by this. He yells to his troops, "We must avenge our god before she resurrects."
No. Are we rolling for initiative again?
Hold on a second. I'm rolling their responses.
Yeah.
2 of them turn and run away, dropping their bidens.
Yeah.
The other one stands his ground with the recruit, the drill sergeant guy.
Yep.
And yes, now we're rolling for initiative.
All right, I have a 4.
So do I. What's your dex mod?
+1.
All right, I'm going before you.
Yeah.
The main guard has he's really fired up. He's got a 19. The recruit guard. He's not so fired up. He has a 7.
We're both going up with the spider.
Oh, spider, my bad. Oh, spider's in for this, he says. He has 21.
Okay.
All right. I can't give him instructions till my turn, though. It's verbal. So he's just going to stand there for his first turn. Unless, of course, they fire at him.
Yeah. So the guard, the commander had
He has 19. So he. Alright, so we were. Ugh, they're having range issues. That's the problem with these guys.
yeah, they
He charges forward and is not within range, and then dashes. He is now within range of Bidance, and but that's he's used up everything.
okay.
The other guard catches up to him.
Mhm.
Same problem. And now we're at me. I am really low on spell slots. So I am going to, because I think these recruits are just people. I'm just going to use a first level magic missile on them.
So you're aiming for the recruit.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we'd aim for the commander and try and.
So he dies.
Okay.
So we've got one guy left. And you're up.
Well, I will cast magic missile at 3rd level because I have no 2nd level spell slots left.
All right.
15 points of force damage.
All right. That hurts.
Yeah. And I will add on to that. She's not a god. She's dead. She's not coming back to life. Do you seriously want to throw yours away on a pointless gesture?
All right. So he's taken a good chunk of his hit points already. He's
That's my
actually
turn.
bloodied with that. And it is his turn.
No, the giant spider's up next.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about it.
Including to give it any instructions, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I got lots of things I'm doing here. We'll assume that I told him to attack. We're gonna move forward.
Still with her corpse on top of it.
Yep. And then it's gonna dash because it's still outside of range.
Yep.
And then she's fine, but too far away.
Alright.
Sorry. Already used all that stuff. So the guard now is going to decide whether this is worth his life or not. Oh. That's interesting. He stumbles to a stop and seems to be staring at her corpse. And the fact that he's here all by himself.
Yeah, that was one of the nice things about your spider moving up. It brought her corpse closer to him.
Quite low. Well, he's not an idiot. He understands the ways of the world. He pulls out his bident, drops it, turns and runs.
Okay. Alright then, it's your turn next.
Yes.
Is it against your character's alignment to shoot someone in the back as they're running?
This is the dilemma. Problem is, he's seen us and
Yes.
known what we've done. And
Well, the entire village here has seen what we've done, probably.
yes, but
They're
the
going to
village,
know in very short order.
the village is just full of villagers.
Yeah.
They're not really going to understand, what actually has happened. Whereas he has been around magic. He knows that we are magic users and we have bested, he's 2 sorcerers.
Alright, well, it's your turn.
I'm going to roll for this because it's not a good thing to do, but then again, they're evil. Wow. Apparently, I'm feeling merciful today.
It does make sense for your alignment.
Not necessarily, but sure. So, what are we going to do? He's run off. The other two, by the way, have not made it very far because people have started coming out of their houses,
Yep.
and then they all see this, and
I'm going to ignore the guards because they're not very important.
No, there's the two that were from this town.
Yeah.
Apparently have garnered some animosity, shall we say?
Well, that's their problem.
And are currently being mobbed by a bunch of farmers who are not happy with, being bullied around by, well, basically 3 idiots in the village.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, that's happening. The other guy is running down this road and seems to be heading out of town. No one seems to be bothering him particularly much yet. That may change.
He still has a short sword, technically. He's still an armored person, even without the bident.
Yeah, he still is, a fighter.
Yeah.
But he is only one person.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to stand up to a whole village of people.
No, but a man in armor with a sword still might garner some fear from villagers.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I am going to roll just one roll to see how they're going to respond to all this. Oh, good God. Well, apparently, these guys hold a grudge. And there are a bunch of farmers with pitchforks and rakes and
scythes
chasing after this guy.
Okay.
The rest of the people are converging on us.
All right.
I will roll a constitution check for him, see if he can outrun them. Apparently that chase is going to go on just a little while.
All right. That is not important.
No. So we're on the bridge. We have a dead sorceress.
Yep.
And
no. From their point of view, we have a dead goddess.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm going to allow as many of them to come up and inspect the body as they want. As many of these people, especially anyone with medical knowledge, to point out that this woman is dead.
They have no problem figuring out she's dead because she's full of holes, burnt, frozen.
Yeah, well, the ice is probably thawing at this point.
They're not approaching because she is on a giant, glistening, sparkly spider.
You can take the body off the spider. Get rid of your spider.
What are you talking about? This is awe. They are in awe of this because they were in awe.
It's distracting from the main point we're trying to make here.
Oh,
just have the spider fade into the background or jump in the river or something.
All right.
Or just magic missile it out of existence.
I have the spider dump the body at the foot of the bridge here and then just rejoin us. Because we have it for the next 50 minutes.
All right, then.
They gradually all come out of their houses. They gradually come over and have a look. They all start mumbling at each other and pointing at us. They seem kind of fearful of us more than anything else, but not so much in the sense that they think we're going to kill them, but
we killed someone they thought was a god.
Yeah.
2 someones they thought was a god, thought were gods.
Yeah, so they kind of don't know what to think of us. They are just staying out of the way. But they do see a dead god.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with the body?
Well, the first instinct is throw it in the church with the rest of the where they were throwing the rest of the bodies just to make a point. But that may not.
But now that we've been exposed to divine soul sorceresses or sorcerers, someone higher up the food chain might be able to bring her back.
We can make a fire.
Yeah, we could burn the body.
Yep, in the temple they were building.
All right, that sounds kind of poetic, I guess.
Yep.
We chuck the
Body back on the giant spider.
head up that way. With the help of the villagers, we build a bonfire.
Yeah, and you set it, and then one of us sets it on fire.
And we set it on fire.
Yeah.
And that is the end of 2 more sorcerers. Sorcerers.
Well, we've
All right.
all right. Yes, one body is now ashes, and the other is being washed out to sea or something. I doubt they're going to get them back.
Well, the ashes, no. The other one, who knows? It's chewed on by fishes at this point.
We've done the best we can to ensure they are not raised from the dead.
Yes. The only way she's going to get raised is with true resurrection.
Yeah. Very high level of magic, which if the court has access to, they may not want to waste on her. Especially since she failed, clearly.
Yes, failure is not a thing that they, take very lightly.
All right, then.
We are spent.
And injured, yep.
Injuries are horrible for us. I mean, we certainly have had worse.
There's another point we need to consider.
What's that?
Well, those are the foothills of the mountain ranges we have to head up into.
Yes.
Where the fountain is.
This is where we need to go. This is the gateway to what we're actually here for.
Yes.
Not just killing off sorcerers.
That sorcerer said there was another group coming.
Yes, the sorcerer said that he caught wind of a group that was heading this way, not necessarily interested in her and her stuff, but was going to pass through here because it is a stepping stone and probably going to report in or whatever.
And the only thing that we know of in this direction of interest really is the fountain. And we know that there was a group from Oryx heading out to investigate it.
Yes.
So I don't think we can write this off as a success just yet.
Well, I don't think our Lich friend did indicate that this was going to be a close foot race, whatever. So we are now.
Yeah. Neither of them showed any real interest in the fountain at all. They didn't even seem to know of its existence. He just knew there was someone coming here.
Yes, they don't know.
Problem has not been solved yet.
No. So we have 2 choices. We could take the chance and spend the night here. It's not even mid-afternoon. It is about somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So we'd be spending good almost 20 hours here before we left. We would run the risk of them showing up and being a problem. Or we can just, by the way, just by talking to some of the locals and this general knowledge of just watching and having my owl fly around, this road here continues and heads up.
All right, so that's the path we have to go down.
That is the only real option road wise to head that way.
Well, there are 2 options the way I see it. One, we take your option. We stay the night, head out in the morning.
Oh, that's not my option.
Okay,
that's not what I think we should do. Yeah. I think it's just something we could do.
Okay. The other option is we go to the inn, have a short rest up, recover our hit points, recover some spell slots, and then head out.
So we'd be heading out somewhere between 2 and 3. We could probably get at least a few hours on the road before we'd have to camp for the night.
Yep.
All right.
We'd be going out fresher than we are.
Yep, I think that's a good option. I think we'll go that route.
All right. So we go to the inn. Probably just sit down and have lunch at this point.
Yeah. I'm not going to trust them to feed us. I'm just going to use my rations.
All right. So Arcane
They
recovery.
are basically staying away from us.
Yeah. Arcane
Some are
recovery.
some seem grateful,
Yeah.
some seem just generally confused, and some actually look towards us with not exactly the nicest expressions.
So arcane recovery plus my arcane grimoire. That gives only I can only get back a third. It gives me back 4 spell levels, but I can only miss it down a second, second and third. So I can only gain back a third.
I'm going to regain 1 third level spell slot.
Yeah. So all my seconds are gone still. Or do I want to regain? Or do I want to regain 2 seconds? No, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to regain 2 second level spell slots.
All right. I only have
I'm
at this
gonna go
point a first level spell slot and a third level spell slot, but that's the one I can cast invisibility on both of us with.
Yeah. All right, and I am going to roll 3 hit dice and regain hit points.
I'm only down 10 hit points, but I might as well regain them.
All right, 8 plus 4 is 12. I was only down.
I'm not going to bother rolling. I'll just roll 2 hit die. The minimum I can roll is 10, so.
All right, I was down 17 hit points, so now I'm only down 5.
All right.
All right, then.
And then we head out.
And we're going to be heading out.
We get back into the street. There's an awful lot of people milling about.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see that there's some change going on.
They are all looking at us, pointing and talking amongst themselves as we head across the bridge and head up this way. They realize that we're heading out of town. Mood seems a little bit lighter now because, well, we took out gods from their perspective.
Yep.
They don't want us around. Some of them are grateful that they're no longer an occupied town, but they're also quite happy to see us leave.
All right, I'm just going to take a look around before we leave town. See before we head off on the main road.
Yep.
Before we head off the main road.
All right, so we're here.
Yeah. I want to just take a look around. I think you should have your owl also do a check. I just want to see if there's any Court of the Seven members anywhere nearby.
All right.
We don't know when they're coming.
Perception check. Wow, flying overhead. Oh, that is actually quite a high number.
It's a total of 20.
You got 20?
17 plus 3, yeah.
All right. My owl also got pretty close to 20. All right. Between all those rolls,
yeah,
there is actually a group of 7 individuals, 5 which have Bidens.
Well, I'm really glad we didn't rest the night.
I would like you. No, wait a minute. All right. This is not a roll. This doesn't need to be rolled.
I also rolled a total of 20.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm not going to be able to roll much better than that.
No. This is not a roll. This is a recognition. Well, obviously, there's 5
foot soldier
types. There's definitely a sorcerer there.
Right.
Too far away to tell which court.
If we can tell it all just on a glance.
Yeah, there's an individual there that you and I do recognize. He's tall, he's burly, he's a pain in my butt. It's Bilious.
Oh, that's interesting. He signed up to work with them.
Yes. And
well, we knew that he was being exiled from the plateau. We haven't seen him since then, so this is what he's been up to.
And because you rolled a 20,
yeah,
you notice he no longer has his hammer. He has a mace on his side.
Again.
And his right hand is now... Well, you can't really see it. There's some sort of gauntlet-like thing or something, and then there's a bident sticking out of it.
All right, so he looks like he might be missing a hand. Well,
he's still fairly far away, so it's hard to tell whether he's got some sort of gauntlet with a bident on it or something along those lines. But yeah,
It doesn't look like a full Biden though, like the other ones, which I can clearly see.
no, it's not. It is just basically the head attached to some sort of gauntlet-like thing.
All right.
So, with our
Is there
two
anything
spell
else
slots,
coming?
with 2 spell slots, you want to go take them on now?
I have more than 2 spell slots, but no, I don't want to go take them on now.
All right.
That
So I
definitely.
take it we're here. I take it you want to head up this way.
Yeah. All right. So the court of 7 and Bilious.
And Bilious, our buddy. So they're marching into town, and there is, well, probably some smoldering material still kicking around.
In the building they were building. So
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea if we as
we,
leave. As much as fun as I imagine it would be for you to mess with him.
well, we do hear the screams of the town people, like, just not again kind of thing, and just running away because they're just. But I am gonna roll a perception check for Bilious.
Oh, okay. He has
Just to
no
see
modifier for this.
just to see if he spots us as we are leaving town.
Should we roll a stealth check to try and avoid being seen?
So I'm gonna roll this roll first.
Okay.
Never mind. He rolled a natural one.
He's too busy enjoying himself.
He's
As
too
people are
busy
running away in fear of him.
strutting into town and feeling powerful.
Oh.
So as he and they strut into town, we make our
We
way up
head
this
up this road, probably a bit more quickly than we would have otherwise.
Yeah, and into the foothills
And the mountains.
towards the mountains. So if the Lich and the sorcerer, who we didn't even get to know the name of, are accurate, they will not be staying here anyway. They are going to be heading up our way as soon as they figure things out. They may stop in town for a short period just to figure out why.
And maybe for a short rest, like they might come to the same conclusion we did.
Yeah, they might. Well, they're going to find out what happened to the sorceress. They don't know about the sorcerer, but they'll, as far as they were concerned, this was an occupied town and a checkpoint, and none of that's true anymore.
Yep.
So they're going to find out, probably through some nefarious means, about 2 wizards. And Bilious might put 2 and 2 together. He's not entirely stupid.
Nope, he's of average intelligence. He's just stupid compared to us.
When they describe one as a blue-skinned humanoid and one as a human,
He'll probably put 2 and 2 together.
he might.
We might be able to hear him blow his top from our way up the mountain.
I want to see if he's smart enough to put 2 and 2 together.
Roll.
His intelligence is 10, so if he rolls above 10, he's added it up while we're still within earshot.
Roll.
18.
Yep. So as we're heading up into the hills at this point, I imagine, out of town.
Yep.
We actually depends on when when it happens. We could be a bit further along.
I don't think we're going to hear anything, but he has figured it out. He is motivated. He is probably going to burn the eardrum out of this sorcerer until he is motivated as well, and to catching up with. As far as the sorcerer's point of view, that's with them. He has all the motivation he needs because one of his, not specifically his court maybe, but one of the court of the 7 sorceresses is killed.
Dead and was exposed being killed in front of a bunch of peasants, and this is no longer under their control. And he also might think he has competition for the fountain now, which he does.
Yeah, because it's not going to take them too much to coerce peasants into pointing out that they went that way. Yeah. So yeah, we are being pursued for all intents and purposes.
Yep. Well, we knew this was going to be a race, and now it's a literal one.
Yep.
The race has begun.
And we are
ahead.
Not best of shape for this, but
we are somewhat ahead.
We are at least maybe an hour, 2 hours ahead of them.
Yeah.
By the time they figure everything out, get information out of people, and Bilius puts his brain cells to work. Yeah, probably about a 2 hour head start when we're into late afternoon by the time they're going to decide whether or not they're going to head out now, or because it is in the mountains, the sun does set behind the mountains, so it will get dark relatively soon.
Yes, there's a lot of factors they're going to have to consider, and there's a lot of factors we are going to have to consider.
Yeah, we have some options that they don't have, but there's no point in falling off a mountain.
No.
All right, that is it.
That is it. We'll have to find out the answer to those questions next week.
Yep. Thank you very much for listening to all this and watching your show, and hope you all enjoyed it.
Please remember to like and subscribe, and please join us here again next time as, well, the race is on. We're going to see who gets to the fountain first, us or the Court of the Seven. And that's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah. That is going to be intense.
Yep. Good night, everyone.